QueenMother, 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 QueenMother TV. You at the right place, you at the right time. QueenMother TV, welcome to the queue. We ready, we ready, we ready, we ready for you. QueenMother, QueenMother.
You at the right place, you at the right time. QueenMother TV, welcome to the queue. We ready. Woo!
We ready.
We ready for you. Welcome to the queue. Welcome to the queue. I'm Audrey, and you are Renea. Welcome to the queue, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in with us for episode number 3. We are so excited once again to be here, and we thank you so much for joining in with us each and every week as we bring to you inspirational, entertainment, up-to-date news that you can use, because there's so much going on. I'm just going to put it to you like that. There's so much going on that a sister can't keep up with all the news that's going on. Sometimes I don't want to use all the news that's going on, but we better, something tell me we better pay attention. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right now. And I ain't never seen the likes of it before, for real. I mean, you talk about a rabbit hole. I've been there. I've been going down the rabbit holes, okay? And as we talked about it, I'm starting to believe, like you, I believe all of it. I'm inclined.
But you have to clarify what you mean.
I'm thinking the news related to specifically the Epstein list.
And all of the conspiracy theories are not conspiracy theories.
They're not. I mean,
it's real. It's real.
We want to think, we really want to believe it's a conspiracy. I wanted to believe it was a conspiracy, but the more news that comes out, and the FBI is not wasting its time reporting and filing reports about things that have no foundation, legal foundation. There are certain facts that just cannot be overlooked. And that's why 3 million of the reports out of 6 million ended up becoming finally disclosed. But to me, now what concerns me is that the half has not been told. Because right now we only have been privileged to see glimpses of half of the documentation. There's more. You understand? So what we are seeing is what they're letting us see. What concerns me more is what we haven't seen. They're saying there's names that ain't on the list. Oh, they ain't on the list. They just redacted them for now. Whoever, I'm thinking if A plus B equals C, and I'm not a mathematical genius by no means.
The math
ain't math, then okay, but the simplistic way I have of understanding that if A plus B equals C, then we're in trouble, because we have seen so far, we're in big trouble. What we talking about? Nate? What we talking about is people that are in positions of power in our highest echelons of government, not just government, but it's in the highest echelons of the land.
Of the world.
Nations, world leaders, and they've indulged in their fetishes, which happens to include children. trafficking. This is not an easy subject, Nay. And I really want to bring inspiration. That's my thing. I want to be inspired each and every day. And even in the midst of all of this, I'm still trying to find, ways to be encouraged. But it is really sad to see the truth is that they've made merchandise of men, merchandise of children. I mean, really, literally. It's a pastime, indulgent. It's what people do for fun.
Yeah.
And that's just the tip of it. Because, I mean, if you look at it, our children every year take pictures. Every year we dress our children up. Every year, get their hair, get their best hair do's, and get the best clothes and the best smiles, and they do the class.
Do you remember when they started adding fingerprints?
I don't remember that. Fingerprints to the pictures.
Yep. For the students, you were able to go take your babies and have them fingerprinted on the premise that if something happened to them, they would be able, and they would test it for fingerprints in an area.
Okay, in the event that something your kid became missing, because during that time, that was probably when they had the milk carton, children on the milk cartons. Remember that? Missing children on the milk cartons, and it seemed it seemed like they cared so much that they were waging this campaign to find the children.
Yeah.
When in actuality, now
they was the ones that was taking them,
rounding them up. Now, if A plus B equals C. Now, come on, here we go. If A plus B equals C, then that means that
exponentially.
Come on now. I'm just thinking, like, when the laws changed, now a 13-year-old can sign legal documentation. She does not have to have her parents present for consultation, medical consultation. She can make legal decisions concerning her health without her parents being present. I mean, systems have been put in place to take away the authority that the parents have to increase the potential that the children will rely more on the government authority. It seems like, if I look back in just the years that, when we had children, small children, the government seemed to want to insert itself into the way we were raising our children. They began to take away certain things that we had a right to. The right to be present when doctors are examining our young students. The right to give authority or authorization for certain treatments or certain shots or certain vaccinations. Now a 13-year-old can make a decision on whether or not they want to have the DTaP or whether or not they want to have birth control. A 13-year-old can make major decisions impacting their life. And to me, it seems like if A plus B equals C, is there an ulterior motive as to why now government agencies are trying to drive wedges in between families? Why parents are no longer able to discipline children? I mean, because if you have a lot of conflict between children and their parents, 9 times out of 10, the child is going to be placed outside of that household. When it becomes a crucial issue, the child runs away. If there's a breakdown, the parent can't discipline the child. 9 times out of 10, now the child becomes either a ward of the state, goes into the system, perhaps becomes where now the government has to insert its control. And if A plus B equals C. I'm just like I'm just thinking, Nay, I'm just thinking here because it just doesn't look like everybody's motives are pure here.
Well,
Everybody's motives are not pure here.
that's looking at it the way I see it with this Epstein thing. It is the cause of all of the conspiracy theories. And all of the conspiracy theories was there. I mean,
A long time. They've been talking about Pizzagate for, I'm thinking back about 10 years back, I was hearing about it. And they was like, oh, that's just nothing. That's a conspiracy, whatever. And here we are. Come on now, Nay. A plus B is C.
and in the cannibalisms, the drinking of the sacrificing of children, all of those things, those horrific things. And like we were talking about before, they were directing all of that for everybody else, but it was really them. It was really them.
I can't trust a word. Now, I'm a U.S. citizen, all right? And I have zero confidence in any information that is coming out of my government. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Now, I picked up a can of Chef Boyardee. I was like, Chef what? Chef Boy, R.D. I was like, well, if A,
listen, make you wanna start farming your own shit.
Baby, if A,
listen,
plus B equals C, I'm like, throw it all away, throw the whole thing away, throw the whole thing away. You can throw the whole thing away because once you lied to me one time,
I look at the labels.
I'm looking at them, but now I wasn't looking like I'm looking now. I'm looking now.
I'm really looking. I'm looking at all of the labels.
I ain't eating no Campbell's soup. I ain't
no. I'm making my own soup. My grandkids came over and they stayed for 2 weeks. My grandkids came over for 2 weeks, and I taught them how to make their own homemade soup. We didn't do nothing bottled, and we checked the labels for everything.
That's what you got to do now. And I think that's what we all have to do. See, I think what our problem is, we wait for people to tell us what to think. We wait for them to come on the cable and say, hey, you guys, well, you probably want to start making your own soup now because the stuff we've been putting in it ain't good for you. So you probably need to make your own soup. They're not going to tell you that because they want to make their money on that same old soup.
That's
so
right.
same
but
soup.
It was so funny. So funny seeing all of the Campbell soup cans on the shelves. Oh my God. They had them for 25 cents.
Girl, no, they trying to give it away. And you ain't got to tell me, but what time? That's the thing. We got to get to the point now. We understand really that they don't like us. They really don't like us. And they think they have the right to depopulate. And they take it upon themselves to make major decisions. I'm seeing about the masses, different
so that they can make billions of dollars.
So they can make billions of dollars. And I am tired of being a guinea pig.
I know that's right.
Girl, I'm tired of being a guinea pig. And I'm telling, I'm one of those ones she gonna tell. Right. Oh, she's the one. She gonna tell. So the little bit, I don't know a lot. But I know one thing, y'all better start growing your own. You better start cooking your own. The stuff the ingredients that we've been trusting our government and trusting the corporations because when we find out that a lot of them own the companies, that, so they have a vested interest in selling stuff because they're the owners a lot of times of the products that they've been pushing. And then we've been buying for years. I mean, trusted products. We just trusting, you know, it's time now to stop trusting. I ain't buying no more. And I ain't trying to throw no shade, you know, because I don't want to get no trouble.
I am.
But
I'm
you trying to make
throw
good
shade.
I'm just saying, them cookies, it's them little dark cookies, and they got they got that little cream in the middle, right? And you take the dark, then you got the cream in the middle. I ain't saying no name. But them cookies ain't coming to my house no more. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
You understand what I'm saying? Because now they got the little scribbles on them, and I ain't never took the time to look at the little scribbles. Now you like, well, what is this? You know, so they've always had a hidden motive. And I'm like, wait a minute, now, wait a minute, what the heck is going on here? It's a lot that we don't know, Nate. It's too much going on in these streets. I want to talk about that picture, Renee. Did you see
What
it?
picture? Which one?
You know the picture. He shared a video. It might be your president. Your president shared a video of the former president and the first lady Obama, first lady.
It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. The one that he reposted. The one that he reposted. Yeah. That was too much. Yeah. That was too much. But I know. Let me say this. He apologized. And he has not apologized. He's not, because he ain't apologized for nothing. Nothing that he's ever done. No, nothing.
How does that make you feel, though, to know that the commander-in-chief, right, he spews the most bigoted, racist propaganda at the drop of a hat? How does that?
Okay, come on now. Well. Let me say this. We have different philosophies behind that, because I feel like all of our commander-in-chiefs have been huge racists against the foundational Black Americans. So whether you racist down H Street, down B Street, down C Street, north, south, east, or west, you land in the same place.
Yeah, but you got to play the game. There's certain protocols to this thing, and you're not going to blatantly, shove your racist agenda. Maybe in the past they did it, and it was in such a way they still made me feel like he's my president. He's still my president. You know what I'm saying? He might not have cared nothing about me, but he made me feel like he was the president of all. This president is very clear.
I don't feel like that. I absolutely don't feel like that. No, whether I found out that you hate me and talk about me behind my back, I'd rather you do it in my face. I'd rather not have to find out. That you've been creeping and bumping my head. A racist is a racist. If you don't like me, whichever way you present it, the end result is the same. You gonna lynch me. You gonna lynch me sneaking behind my back, and then it come to the forward, I'm lynched. Or you gonna say I'm lynching you in front of your face, and you lynched. That's what it's been. That's what it's been all along. So I am not particular about which way you fuck me. I'm not. I don't appreciate it. Either way, I don't appreciate it. No.
I'm a little particular.
I don't appreciate it.
Let me tell you something. You can be particular. You have a choice. You always have a choice, and I don't like it. I'm not going to sit up here and act
I don't like it either way.
I don't like it. And so, because
I'm
I don't like it.
I'm not going to accept it either way.
Because like what's going on with the Epstein files. Okay, so there's so much that we know. But what can we do? Like, now what? So you know all this. All the news has become it's not even the half. Like I say, the half hasn't been told, but it's trickling out like a cow boo-booing in the road. They give you here a little bit there. But even given what we know, what are we empowered to do? What does this empower us to do? Or what do we feel as citizens of this Republic of the United States of America should be our social duty and responsibility in response to leadership that has been participating across the board, like across the board, really. I think Pam Bondi said, the Attorney General said, if we prosecuted everybody that was involved, we would not be able to continue government. I think it was something to that effect. If they prosecuted everybody that was involved in the Epstein files, they would not be able to have a government anymore. It would bring down the country. In other words, it's so deep and it's so widespread, Renee, that if everybody was brought out into the public and justice, we wouldn't have a government. Our whole country would perhaps, implode, because once you find out that your trusted officials, your government officials, and people across the board and major corporations have been participating in all these sadistic, heinous rituals involving minor children, what's the procedure? What's the procedure? That's where we are right now. That's right where we are. And I don't know that we're ready to take the next step, because the next step means that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. The next step means that you're ready to respond and say that this cannot continue. The next step means that as a citizen, it is your duty and your responsibility to do something. That if you see something, say something. It is not time now to kiki and ha-ha and go on with business as usual. No. It's time out. It's absolutely time out. And I'm encouraging each and every one of us now, as citizens of these United States, citizens of this country, make it known you will not tolerate the rogueness of government officials, whether they be entertainment, whether they be heads of corporations, heads of states, whatever they are. If they have a role and a duty to uphold in this country, we're going to hold them to it. And by the same token, we have to also be accountable also for the things that we're allowing ourselves to indulge in, to participate in. We have to.
Queen Mother, Queen Mother,